Well, the Life Symphony is a brand new work by Oklahoma composer Callan Clark for solo violin and symphony orchestra. Now, it will premiere as the grand finale at the OK Mozart Festival, June 16th and 17th, and headlining that concert will be Oklahoma musical ambassador Kyle Dillingham, who joins me now here in studio. Well, Kyle, before we talk about OK Mozart, I have to tell you, before preparing for this interview, I probably enjoyed it more than anyone I've prepared for in a long time, because I spent probably a good part of an afternoon getting to listen to you on YouTube.
Great.
And for those of us that have a bit of a tin ear, you're going to have to describe your musical genre.
Yeah, well, okay, Rob, I have typically pioneered what I've referred to as Oklahoma heartland acoustic music. And I've best described it not as particularly as any particular style or genre, so to speak, but more of an intention behind the music. So typically the music I'm doing, whether it's classical or if it's bluegrass or gypsy or Thai or whatever it may be, is usually acoustic. I'm playing a violin, but the intention behind the music is that which I feel comes from where I live in Oklahoma, and it's this sincerity that you find in Oklahoma that is kind of a unique characteristic, I think, that's in the people. You feel it when I have visitors in Oklahoma, musicians visiting me. They pick up on it and they say it's very different than New York, for example, and the audience just really seems to be into the music and appreciating and coming up and expressing to us one at a time and wanting to hug us and wanting to shake our hands and that's what we want. That's what I want to do with my music. Wherever I go, I want my music to be like a hug or a handshake or a sincere greeting.
Well, every time I've gotten to see you play, it's a very intimate experience. You really were more than happy to leave the stage and be out among everyone.
Yeah, it's true. People have asked me, so, what is it that you want to do? Do you want to play stadiums for 20,000 people? Civic centers for 3,000 people, and I would love to do that. My goal has always been to do what I've always done, but just to be able to share my music with more and more people. But no matter what happens to my career, I always enjoy the one-on-one encounter, sharing my music with one person, and I think that no matter what it is that you're doing, whether you're in music business or you're a doctor or you're an attorney or an entrepreneur, I think whatever you're doing, you have to always do it your best, whether you're dealing with one person or you're dealing with masses of people. I think so, but you realize that when you're just dealing with the one person, you have so much more gratification because you have a real connection and a relation with that person. So
while you may well be playing one-on-one when you're playing, you've played to some very large audiences. I know I got to listen to you at the Epcot Center where all those people were coming in at the Oklahoma Centennial, but you've also been on, what, Chinese state television?
Yeah, I did a concert at the Beijing Central Conservatory that was aired on national television in China. They said it went into the homes of 1 billion people. So I don't know exactly what that means for my career, but it was interesting. We watched some of it on the news, and they had a story. They were interviewing a girl that was a violinist at the conservatory there, and she was crying. She had tears in her eyes, and I said, "What's she saying?" Because she was speaking Chinese. I said, "Oh, she's crying." She said because she showed up late and she missed half the concert. But what she got from the concert, she just thought it was going to be another violinist, but she said when she saw me playing, I was playing traditional music from my country. I played some traditional music from her country. And then I played classical repertoire for the solo violin that you know, is studied in music schools all over the world. And she said, but he was having so much fun with his music and enjoying it. And I never knew that you could enjoy music. Nobody ever told me I could enjoy it. Mm-hmm. And so she was crying because she'd missed half the concert. So
that leads me to ask, what is the difference between being a fiddler and a violinist? And what are you?
Well, I'm privileged to be either at any given moment. And I always have a joke about the difference between a violin and a fiddle. And we say the violin has 4 strings and the fiddle has 4 strings. Okay. So it's really just connotative of the style of music you're playing. But I have a little slogan that I like to use, and I like to say that music is music is music. So when we are putting together a new symphony, the Life Symphony, mm-hmm. what we're trying to do is to reach back to the deepest memories and connect with those musically. And we're trying to draw audience in to have this shared experience, a celebration of life, a narrative of life, instrumentally, that allows each audience member to put their own story into the music. Because see, there's no words, yet symphonic music is narrative by nature. And what it allows is for each person to then feel their own story realized in the music.
And this symphony does debut at OK Mozart on June 16th and 17th?
Yeah, the world premiere will be in Bartlesville on June 16th at 8 p.m. at the Bartlesville Community Center. And then an Oklahoma City premiere the following day. It's Father's Day, June 17th, at the Civic Center Music Hall, downtown Oklahoma City at 2 p.m. So you can find information at okmozart.com. About ticket information for either concert.
Yeah, and certainly we will have a link to it on our website. If you would be so kind, I would like you to play a little piece of the symphony for us right after this. Take a quick break and we'll set up.
Beautiful, I will. I'll do the second movement, which is a nocturne, and it's titled Innocence, and it's evoking the innocence of like a small child.
All right, thank you so much, Kyle.
Thank you, Rob.